Yo, what's happening, guys? It's Shady here, and today we're here with our Week 4 game for the APA LC Wi-Fi. This week we're going up against Coach OG Albina and the Golden State Wartortles. Make sure to check him out. His stuff will be in the description below, as well as all the coaches in this league. We're just gonna kind of hop right into it. It's already kind of late. I was on vacation, so. And I didn't get it recorded before then. I only managed to get my UPBA battle recorded and edited and all that beforehand. So, yeah. So, I'm just going to read off the teams that we have, and the team he has and all that. So, let me go and open that, because for some reason the APA LC dock on mobile really likes to crash. So, yeah, we haven't made any transactions yet, though. We are making some next week, though, so we see those then. And then the week after that we made another one, but I have Drober, Larvesta, Alolan Rattata, Mime Jr., Makuhita, Pidgey, Hippopotas, Shellos, Shelmet, and Pansage, whereas he has, once again it crashed. I'm sorry, I'm trying my best to read them off, but like, this thing really likes to crash. So it's only this dock too. He has Abra, Scraggy, Honed, Seal, Swinub, Bonsly, Magby, Flabebe, Teddiursa, and Pidove. So yeah. I decided to bring a Adamant, Berry Juice, Rattata with the Hustle, of course, Crunch, Double Edge, Sucker Punch, Pursuit, hopefully catch that Abra, or just anything switching out. Crunch, obviously for our main stab, Double Edge to hit his team as hard as possible, Sucker Punch for priority, and then like I said, Pursuit. I brought Berry Juice in case my Hail, or my Sandstorm, and then Double Edge Recoil brought me below half, maybe I could get back up. We have a Choice Scarf Larvesta with Flare Blitz, U-Turn, Leech Life, Will-O-Wisp with the Flame Body. We have a pretty physically defensive Hippopotas with the Eviolite, the same set we always run, Earthquake, Yawn, Slack Off, Stealthrox. I didn't think he'd bring the Pidove, so I didn't really worry about trying to hit that. And we have our Yachi Berry Jober because of the Ice Shard Swinub possibility with Earthquake, Bulldoze, Sandstorm, Rapid Spin. Earthquake was really the only move I needed to hit his entire team. Once again, I was not scared of the Pidove coming. Bulldoze in case maybe it helped lower our speed of a mon and start setting up. Sandstorm in case I need to set it manually, and then Spin just to go to the hazards. A mixed wall Shelmet with the Bug Buzz, Giga Drain, Spikes Recover, and a Yachi Berry Pansage. It's completely offensive, Adamant with Bullet Seed, Knockoff, Taunt, and Spiky Shield. So yeah, that's the team we decided to bring. He decided to bring his Swinub, his Magby, his Flabebe, his Scraggy, his Seal, and his Abra. I don't think I read off his team correctly. I don't know, maybe I did. I don't remember. But yeah, from Swinub I expect just like a Sash lead with rocks. Magby, just an offensive set. I wasn't really sure what kind, like special, a belly drum set. I wasn't really sure. I just expected it to be offensive. Yeah, but our Swinub switching was pretty like much nothing. So I mean, I just kind of, but I think he'd set up rocks anyways, and then I could just go hard into Larvesta on that. And depending on what he sends in, or what he sends it in on, I doubt he'll click Rock Slide, but and we'll have to see. Magby, my best switching was Hippopotas. Flabebe, I expected just a Wish Passer. I had kind of trouble breaking it, but depending on whether he's Eviolite or not, he may not be, and then I could definitely chip it down pretty easily with maybe like Larvesta or Rattata or Jober. Scraggy, I expect just an offensive DD set. Seal, I expected a bulky set to help deal with the Drober, since that was his best switch-in. I thought maybe Aqua Jet would come on it. And Abra, I was expecting likely a Sash, Psychic Terrain, or even a Z Psychic Terrain set. I definitely thought that would be his bring. So yeah, that's what we decided, or that's what I'm thinking he's bringing going into the match. We're just gonna hop right into it. I believe I decided to lead off with my Larvesta because I outspeed and probably U-turn out on everything, or I probably outspeed anything honestly because I'm Scarf and I can just U-turn out. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to lead off with my Larvesta as he decided to lead off with his wind up to get up his rocks probably. So that really works out really well for me. I just click U-turn here. There's no point. I mean, I could always just switch out and go, or I could always just get my rocks off later. He didn't have any. He didn't bring his Hone Edge, so I can get off a spin on anything. Technically, I mean, there's obviously some ones like this Seal I wouldn't want to stay in on, but whatever. Here I'm just going to go straight into my Pansage, and I can just click Bullet Seed and just completely, no, I click Knock Off just to get off that Eviolite on what I thought would be on the Seal. As he decided to go out into his Magby here, I click the Knock Off, and we're going to do a ton of damage. However, he is going to get the freaking Flame Body, which sucks. This cripples my Pansage so much. He did not have a switch in really to Bullet Seed at all, other than this thing, but now that it's weakened, he literally doesn't have a switch into it, except for maybe Little Baby. So it's really unfortunate, because now my Scraggy is, or my Pansage is pretty much useless at this point. Here I decided to go into my Hippopotas to see what he wanted to use, and his fires off an Overheat. Based on that damage, I know I can live another one, luckily because we knocked off that Life Orb. So his Pansage was able to do that. So I'm just gonna take another one, slack off here, do fine, and I'm gonna get that slack off. And I believe here I click rocks instead of just killing this thing. I still kind of agree with that play. I think getting up rocks was really nice. Maybe my Pansage would still be able to do stuff with the rocks up and all that. So yeah, I just decide here to set up my rocks as he goes Seal. I believe I just go out into my Shelmet here on the Seal, just to kind of scout what he wanted to do. Just because I was kind of especially bulky, I also have the Eviolite, so I knew I'd be able to take hits pretty well. I wouldn't be buffered by the sand thanks to Overcoat. He's just going to fire off the Surf here, and as you can see, we're going to eat it up pretty well. It's a pretty defensive Seal, so it's really not that big of a deal. Here I decided to click the Giga Drain. We're going to outspeed here, and we're going to do a ton of damage. That is not Eviolite, it's based on that damage. As you can see right here, he's actually the Berry Juice. So that's pretty nice, because that means he really can't switch into Drober too well. So here he's going to click the Surf once again, and once again we're going to be able to eat it, especially because we got the health back from the Giga Drain. And yeah, here though, he's going to outspeed, so obviously it's a speed tie, which is unfortunate, and he's going to steal my Eviolite. Had he not won that speed tie, that would have been pretty cool, but he still would have been able to get the Thief off anyways. I didn't think Seal got Thief, that's why I stayed in. Had I knew that it got it, I would have probably went into Pansage and just let him set my Yachi Berry. I mean, it was pretty useless anyways. Here I'm going to set up my Spikes, because I thought he'd just stay in with Seal and just keep this kind of stall going. I should have known he wouldn't have, so that was a mistake on my part. He's going to get his Magby in for free when he meant to sack it. So now I'm forced to go out and swap, as he's going to click the Fire Punch. Had he clicked the Overheat, it would have very much hurt my Larvesta. But luckily he doesn't. I'm just going to get off the U-turn here. He's going to find out I'm Scarfed. And we're going to kill the Magby right here. Taking that Fire Punch was definitely unfortunate. Had I just attacked, that would have been great. But I mean, it didn't really matter. Here I just go into my Pansage, because it's pretty useless at this point. So I'm just going to go into it as he just goes into a Scraggy here. I can't allow this thing to set up for free, so I just click the Bullet Seed, I believe. As he can get the Intimidate drop, so I'm going to be doing like almost no damage. I think I actually click Knock Off his potential Eviolite, as he clicks Knock Off here, and I live on 1. I click Taunt, yeah, that makes sense, so he only gets 1 DD up. And as you can see here, that was very unfortunate. Honestly, I should have known that. I didn't realize here that he was Scarfed. I didn't think about how slow Scraggy was. I'm going to go to my Hippopotas here. But yeah, I mean, had I not gotten burned, I would have been able to get off a Spiky Shield there, and at least gotten some chip off on this, just even 1 HP of chip on the Scraggy. And at that point, I would have been able to kill the Sucker Punch probably in the back. I'm pretty much forced to just stack my Hippopotas to get that Earthquake damage off. Or a Spiky Shield would have done 2, and then he would have taken another Sandstorm damage. So he would have just died. Scraggy would have just died at that point because of Spiky Shield probably taking 2 HP and then Sandstorm taking 1. Here I go into my Rattata. Stupidly, I completely forgot that he was Scarf. Luckily, losing my Berry Juice isn't the biggest deal. Like I could have lost a worse item, but like still losing it was very stupid on my part. I should have gone into Jober and just EQ'd and killed it, but I didn't want that Swino coming in and setting up rocks. So here you can go out into this thing, and I'm pretty confident I killed with a double edge, but I'm gonna fucking miss. As he clicks each hidden power, no, I'm not sure what hidden power, but being honest, probably, I don't think I had a steel type, so I don't think it would have been HP fire, but I'm not 100% sure. But that was so stupid, because I should have killed, or at least knocked this thing into EQ range, in which case my Jober wouldn't have had to take this Moonblast right here. And based on the damage that Earthquake did, I would have definitely killed, or the Sandstorm would have killed him, and I wouldn't have had to take that Moonblast right here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to Earthquake once again. He's knocking out this thing, and he's gonna go send in his Seal, I believe. And now that I took that Moonblast damage, he's just able to pick me off with an Aqua Jet. I really can't swap into anything. I could have gone Shelmet, and maybe that was the play, but I just kind of stayed in and just let it go down. I couldn't set up the Sandstorm on anything. Swino probably killed me with an Ice Shard because of that. I don't remember the calc, but I think I just kind of tilted. So here I'm just going to go into my Shelmet. I can't go into my Larvesta because I'll take the Aqua Jet damage, and that will hurt. Here I'm just going to go for the Giga Drain here. Do a good amount to him. And I'm just going to be able to recover up this next turn. Yeah, he's going to Surf once again. And just going to be basically me making sure my Shelmet's at as much HP as possible. Because like I said, he's probably a Sash Abra. He probably had the Psychic Terrain and all that. And so I need to make sure my Shelmet's at high enough HP as possible. Because it's the mon with the best chance of opening a hit. So that's kind of what I have to do at this point. I have to just keep attacking over and over and over again. And just making sure I can stay as healthy as possible. As here, he's going to just click Surf, and I'm clicking Giga Drain and Recover and all that. And basically, it's eventually going to just come down to me trying to win a speed tie to ensure I'm as healthy as possible, which I believe is this turn right here. I just go for it, and I do end up winning the speed tie. Luckily, I get the Giga Drain off and kill his Seal. And so now I'm pretty much at max HP. I think I am. Yeah, I'm at max HP. And so now he's going to go out here into his Swinub. And I know if I want a chance at winning this game, I'm going to need to come in before the rocks get up. So I am going to have to swap out here into my my Swinub, or into my Larvesta here, as he ends up just setting up the rocks. So I'm glad I got that prediction correct. And here he's going to go for the Ice Shard just to get up damage. I didn't think that he would go for Ice Shard. I thought maybe he'd like overplay. And so I ended up clicking the Flare Blitz here. Had I clicked Leech Life, I probably could have won the game and locked myself into that. But that's not what I'm going to do. Luckily, I'm going to live the Flare Blitz recoil. He can go into his Abra here. And I'm just going to Flare Blitz and get off that damage. Knock him down to his Sash, unless he isn't Sash. But of course, as you know, Abras pretty much always run Sash. And then that pretty much, and it's just gonna, I'm gonna die to recoil as he sets up the second terrain. Had I clicked Leech Life, we probably would have won the game. Because as you saw, he didn't click Ice Shard. I believe I might have just OK'd with Leech Life. I'm not 100% sure. He's gonna just click it though, and because he thieved my Eviolite earlier, he is able to kill me in the second terrain. That wasn't a roll at all. He just straight up killed me, and that's gonna be game. So burning my Pansage was definitely unfortunate. Pansage did a number on his team, and I was pretty much just forced to sack it, just because it didn't really do much at all at that point. There was also the miss, because I wouldn't have had to take that Moonblast chip, and then I would have been able to. He wouldn't have been able to send Seal out on me, or if he did send out the Seal on me, I would have been able to take the Aqua Jet and then Earthquake and kill it at that point, because he was very, very weak, I think. No, he was like a 75% and then Eviolite. So I would have at least knocked it down to like 1. And then I would have been able to go into Larvesta, probably, at that point, and just start Leech Lifing. And probably have won the game there. but unfortunately that is not what happened. And then also, had we leech life, I think we could have won the game. I'm trying to pull up the calc right now. I don't remember my set completely. I think I was just max attack. I think I was jolly. So yeah, and then let me slip on leech life. As we saw, he was a life orb sign up. So leech life would have done stealth rocks plus 1 layer spikes. Leech life was a 6.3% chance to OHKO, but then he took life orb recoil. So I had about a 50% chance, unless life orb did too. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, that would have been my best play. And plus, since the ice sharded, I would have been fine. I wouldn't have died my Flare recoil against the Abra, and I would have just won the game. So this is a bad play for me. But GG. That's gonna be the end of the battle. We are now 1-3. I don't really like LC league format. The ladder's fun. League format not so much. Anyways, I don't think you guys so much for watching. It's been shitty. Peace.